Hi, I'm Scarlet's Timelines, and this is the ninth episode of Gravelous. Uh, before we get into the episode itself, I need to mention you that off screen I have done a couple of changes, or additions more likely. I added some more low density residential and some occasional commercial as well, and some parks and stuff like that. Those probable ones. So nothing special in there. Also, I added oil industry. I added one extra train stop and also one tram line and stuff like that. So I just basically expanded the city to get to point where you could use the high density, right? So now the original low density part should be ready and so on, but I still figured out that I need to do a couple of things before getting into planning the high density stuff. And I started with adding the ore industry, and that's the one of the themes of this time lapse over here. And then also I originally intended to only build the ore industry in this episode, but it turns out at some point there just weren't enough people living in the city, so in order to get higher grade for the ore industry area, I had to get people there to work in there. And there was a very high demand for residential zoning and practically zero for industrial. So yeah, I had to first start the one of the other projects, which is the Dead City project, to basically zone the high density residential over there, and then get back to this. So yeah, for the ore industry, I just wanted to try the pit version of ore industry in the Norindus city build up. I did the it was to the mountain. They use those pit excavating things were basically built into the mountain. So that was built a bit different. This city here or this pit is basically made as a pit, carved into the ground. So I wanted to try that. I actually first struggled with it quite a lot, but it actually turned out okay. This definitely isn't the most beautiful one that I have ever built regarding the ore industries, or even less so the most or the best looking ore industry I have ever seen in YouTube. So yeah, not super happy about it, but it works, so that's fine. Right, and I just wanted to get it to the 5 stars, and that's basically the end of the video when it finally reaches the 5 stars. Just so that in the next episode I could actually start to relocate the extra industry places like those unique factories and stuff like that. I am going to make a one giant one, so I will expand the first industrial district that I had, and make it look a bit better in a way, but also much bigger. And then this place over here will stay as such, and so will the forestry industry then on the other side of the city, I will sort of I will rebuild to extent the farming industry and a bit more the oil industry, and basically just create this warehouse system between all the 4 specialized industry places and then the unique factories and so on. But that will be the next episode. In this episode now we actually get to the point where I start to make the City of the Dead, or the Dead City actually it seems to say. This is just an idea that I had about it's not actually asset, but district, I guess. A district idea that might actually look pretty cool, but I don't know. We need to find out. We need to figure it whether it actually looks good or not. But yeah. The main idea here is to basically, I first place the Plaza of the Dead, and then I make some initial grids over here, and those will be all high density residential, and then there will be some other stuff, other high density stuff to be more precise around it, and also the cemeteries as well, although those cemeteries will not be turned on actually. Anyway, and then at some point, once the high density stuff has been there long enough and they have been upgraded to the highest level and so on, and when I get to the point where I can actually start to make the actual downtown in the southern part of the map, where we already have the university and stuff, then I will actually cut the pipelines from this city, and people will eventually live it, and we'll see if that looks actually anything good. I mean, it is going to look ugly in a sense, but I mean, we know that's that's how the game works, right? An abandoned building looks a bit more dirty and so on. So, but it also might look a bit cool as well. That's just an idea that I wanted to try out, and I didn't want to try it in this episode, but the demand for more residential or more residence and because the pit actually needed people to work in there, I had to start it now, but that's fine. Yeah, I don't think anything else really special happens in this episode, so I just leave you with the rest of it, and hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Thank you.